What if I told you that some used luxury sedans are so reliable? They completely break the rules of what people expect. Most people hear used luxury car and think of one thing: expensive repairs, endless problems, financial mistake, but that only applies to the wrong cars. Because there's a small group of luxury sedans that follow a completely different pattern. They drop hard in value. People avoid them, and then something strange happens. They just keep going. There's a Lexus LS quietly crossing 400,000 miles on its original drivetrain, an Acura sedan that mechanics almost never see, and a German car that actually fixed its own reputation. Meanwhile, brand new luxury cars are struggling with major failures before 100,000 miles. So today, we're counting down 12 used luxury sedans that simply refuse to break down, cars that ignore depreciation, expose how overcomplicated modern cars have become, and turn into long-term ownership cheat codes. And just like before, some of these will make perfect sense, and a few will completely change how you look at luxury cars, starting with the Acura RLX from 2013 to 2019. This car was ignored when it was new, and that turned it into one of the best used luxury deals you can buy today. Honda built this like they didn't trust anyone else to do it properly. The 3.5-liter V6 is smooth proven and built to last without drama. And then there's the hybrid system, 3 electric motors, no traditional drivetrain, complexity, no unnecessary stress. It looks complicated, but in reality, it removes more failure points than it adds. Owners report extremely high mileage with almost no major issues, and because nobody talks about it, prices dropped hard. You're getting flagship level comfort, high-end materials, and reliability that feels unfair. Badge: snobbery killed it, reliability didn't. Next is the Lexus GS 450H from 2013 to 2018. This is where Lexus quietly did something most brands still can't figure out. They made a hybrid that lasts. The 3.5-liter V6 paired with the hybrid system creates a drivetrain that is both powerful and incredibly durable. No turbo stress, no aggressive tuning, just smooth, consistent power. And here's the part most people get wrong: the battery system. It's designed to last the life of the car. Not 5 years, not 10 years, decades. This is one of the few luxury sedans where adding complexity actually improved reliability because everything works together instead of fighting itself. After depreciation, you're getting a near silent, high-performance, luxury sedan that mechanics almost never see. It doesn't chase attention, it just lasts. Now this is where things get more interesting. The Mercedes-Benz E35 from 2012 to 2016. This is the car that fixed Mercedes, because before this, reliability was becoming a real problem, and then they went back to basics. The naturally aspirated V6 is simple compared to modern engines. The transmission is proven, and the overall design avoids unnecessary risks. This is not the flashiest Mercedes, but it's one of the smartest. It ages well, it drives smoothly, and most importantly, it doesn't fall apart the way people expect. Depreciation hits hard, and suddenly you're buying a real luxury car for the price of a mid-level sedan. There are still costs, maintenance matters, parts are not cheap, but compared to what people expect from Mercedes, this is a completely different experience. They finally got it right. And then we have one of the most underrated luxury sedans ever built, the Toyota Crown from the early 2000s. This is where things shift, because this car was never designed for global hype. It was built for long-term ownership in one of the most demanding markets in the world, Japan. The engineering is conservative. The engines are under-stressed and everything is designed to last as long as possible. This is not about performance numbers, it's not about features, it's about durability, and it shows. These cars regularly go extremely high mileage without major mechanical failure because they were never pushed to their limits in the first place. What makes the Crown interesting is how overlooked it is outside of enthusiasts, which keeps prices relatively low. You're getting a car built with long-term thinking in a market that usually rewards short-term appeal. It's not common, it's not flashy, but it's built to keep going. So far, these are the cars that quietly outperform expectations. They're not the ones people talk about the most, but they're the ones that stay on the road. The next group takes it further, because now we're getting into cars that don't just last, they start to feel like they weren't supposed to fail in the first place. the Lexus LS430 from 2001 to 2006. This is where the entire idea of luxury that never breaks really started. Toyota didn't build this car to impress people for 5 years, they built it to last 20. The V8 is massively over-engineered, the transmission is smooth and durable, and everything about the car is designed to age slowly. Door mechanisms tested thousands of times, electronics simplified compared to modern systems, materials that don't fall apart after a few years. This is one of the few cars where mileage almost becomes irrelevant because the experience doesn't degrade the way you expect. These regularly pass 300,000 miles, some go far beyond that, and they do it without constant problems. It's not fast, it's not modern, but it is one of the closest things to a forever car, the Cadillac DTS from 2006 to 2011. This is one people underestimate because it doesn't have the reputation of Lexus or Mercedes, but underneath it's built on a very simple idea: comfort plus durability. The Northstar Vive 8 in later years was refined and far more reliable than its earlier versions, and the rest of the car follows that same philosophy: soft ride, simple systems, and fewer things that can go wrong. These were used in fleets, executives, government vehicles, and they held up. That tells you everything. The biggest advantage here is cost. These cars depreciated heavily, so now you're getting full-size luxury for almost nothing. It's not perfect. Fuel economy is poor, handling is soft, but if your goal is long-term comfort without constant repairs, it delivers. Now, this is where things get a bit more controversial. The BMW 330i from 2017 to 2020 with the B48 engine. This is the risky pick because BMW does not have the best long-term reputation, but this specific setup changed things. The B48 turbo engine is far more reliable than previous BMW engines. It fixed many of the major issues that defined the brand for years. Cooling system improved, timing chain issues reduced, overall durability significantly better. And when paired with a ZF 8-speed transmission, you get one of the best drivetrains in the segment. The key difference here is maintenance. If you ignore it, it will punish you. If you stay on top of it, it will reward you. That's the trade-off, but compared to older BMWs, this is a completely different level of reliability, and that makes it one of the most interesting modern used luxury options, the Lincoln Town Car from 2000 to 2011. This is the opposite of modern luxury. No complexity, no over-engineering in the wrong places, no unnecessary systems, just a simple V8 body-on-frame construction and a design built to run forever. These cars were used as taxis, limos, fleet vehicles, and they survived. Not because they were treated well, but because they were built to handle abuse. That's the difference. They don't rely on perfect maintenance. They don't need constant attention. They just keep going. The 4.6-liter V8 is one of the most proven engines ever made, and parts are everywhere, cheap available, easy to replace. This is not a luxury car in the modern sense, but in terms of durability, it's one of the strongest on this list. Now we've moved past the safe and predictable choices and into cars that prove different. Approaches can still lead to the same result, long-term reliability, but the final group goes even further because these are not just durable, they're the reason people start questioning why modern cars don't last the same way. The Lexus ES300 from 2002 to 2006. This is what happens when you take one of the most reliable platforms ever made and refine it into something quieter and more comfortable. Underneath, this is still very close to a Camry, and that is exactly why it works. The V6 is simple, proven, and built to handle long-term use without stress. No turbo, no complicated systems, no unnecessary risk. These cars regularly cross 300,000 miles, and they do it without drama. What makes the ES different is how easy it is to live with. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't surprise you with failures. It just works. It's not exciting, but it is one of the safest long-term luxury buys. You can make the Infiniti Q45 from 2002 to 2006. This is one people forget about, and that's exactly why it's interesting, because Infiniti built this to compete at the highest level and focused heavily on engineering. The V8 is strong, the ride is smooth, and the overall build quality is better than most people remember. These cars don't have the same reputation as Lexus, but they quietly last. High mileage examples exist, and when maintained properly, they hold up well over time. The biggest advantage here is price. Because demand is low, you can find these for extremely cheap, which makes them one of the most overlooked long-term luxury options. Now we move into something more modern, the Genesis G80 from 2017 to 2020. This is where things start to feel unfair, because Genesis looked at what made luxury cars fail and avoided it. The naturally aspirated engines are not push hard. The design is simple where it matters, and the overall build focuses on long-term use. This is not about chasing performance, it's about delivering a complete experience without long-term problems. What makes the G80 stand out is how balanced it is: comfort, technology, reliability, and after depreciation, the value becomes obvious. You're getting a near flagship luxury sedan at a fraction of the original price, without the usual risk. It's one of the smartest modern options on this list. And finally, the Lexus LS600HL from 2008 to 2015. This is the peak. This is what happens when a company decides to build something without compromise. The hybrid system, the V8, the drivetrain as a whole, everything is engineered to last. Not just meet expectations, but exceed them. This is one of the few luxury sedans where complexity doesn't reduce reliability, it enhances it, because every component is built to a higher standard. The battery system is designed for long-term use. The engine is under-stressed and the entire vehicle is over-engineered. These cars regularly reach extremely high mileage, while still feeling refined. That is not normal. This is not just reliability, this is durability at a level most cars never reach. And that's the pattern across all of these. The luxury sedans that never break down are not the most complicated. They are not chasing trends, and they are not built for short-term ownership. They are simple, where it matters, overbuilt, where it counts, and designed to last far longer than most people expect. Because once you understand that, you realize something: the best luxury cars are not the newest ones. They're the ones everyone else is too afraid to buy.